purpose of payment code is pretty much what it says, which is it is a code selected from a predefined list that gives an indication as to what the payment is for. Now, this list is quite extensive. I mean, you're talking sort of 100 plus different potential items you could select from. It is defined by, actually it's actually defined by the payment scheme. So for example, CHAPS themselves have defined the list that you can select from. So you can't just make your own up, you have to select from a list. And the reason it's important is because the regulators, the banks, and the schemes themselves actually want more information to understand what the types of payments are. And what is going to then start to happen is that there'll be different checks applied to different types of payments, because there's different risk associated with different types of payments. So within the UK, the CHAPS payments, property payments, are the first ones to require this tag. And that's because, if you can imagine, if from a financial crime perspective, the laundering of money via buying expensive properties is where a lot of these proceeds go. So that's why that is one of the first use cases for this tag. But then the tag then, this purpose of payment codes for pretty much everything. So they do get very granular. And it's important because when you're instructing a payment, you have to be selecting the right purpose of payment code from this very large predefined list. And then a legal entity identifier is a way of uniquely identifying the organisation to which you're sending money to. What that means is, at the moment, let's say I'm sending money to a supplier, I just kind of need their name and address. The name could be, it may not even be the business name, it could be just a trading name. The address might just be like a serviced office. It's not enough to uniquely identify where that money is actually ending up. So a legal entity identifier actually gives details of the underlying legal entity. And again, it's linked to financial crime and compliance. So both the banks, the regulators and the schemes can know exactly where the money's going.